Like if you look at that video we watched before, there was at least one of those women in that clip. She was like, "Why don't men open doors anymore?" That's just one little example. You'll see lots of clips like that on TikTok of women who are in their 30s. Not just in that clip, but there's this the level of entitlement seems to stack up the longer they have waited for someone to pop the question.
Do you think men shouldn't open doors?
I think they absolutely should open doors, 100%.
No, I was going to say, so you feel like women feel more entitled after 25?
Yeah, because they haven't got what they were promised. Like Pearl just said, there's this level of they've been promised, they've been sold this dream their whole life since they were a young girl. Like, you're a princess, you're going to find your Prince Charming. This is going to happen, and it hasn't happened yet. That expectation is building up and up and up, and that builds that entitlement along with it.
But if we're raising young girls to believe that they deserve Prince Charmings, are we raising our sons to be Prince Charmings? No, we're not. So how do you expect something if it's not even been brought forward?
Wait, can you explain that more? Are we raising our sons to be Prince Charmings?
No, so he said, the entitlement is almost installed in you from a young girl. You're a princess, you deserve this. So when you don't get it past 25, the entitlement's already a part of you.
Yeah.
So touch whatever age. But so is this supposed Prince Charming that we've raised her. If we have a son, are we raising him to be the perfect gentleman that we expect for someone's daughter?
Well,
because if someone's son...
Right, but who is he being a gentleman for?
No, but that's my whole point. If we're raising her to have expectations, maybe somebody has a son. Are you raising your son to be a Prince Charming as a young woman, or as a wife or a mother?
Well, I would say women don't reward Prince Charmings. No, they don't. Women do not reward good behavior. Nope. In general,
not at all.
I would say if women did reward good behavior and chivalry, then you would see more of it. Because men will do anything to get sex, but if we don't reward it, how can we be mad when they don't do it?
So who's entitled?
Women.
Oh.
Women, because
not because they want a reward for having decency and manners and courtesy and chivalry.
Women, no, because they're not we're not traditional.
Exactly.
That's the point. So it's like we're asking for traditional.
A 25-year-old was probably, if a 24-year-old was born not that long ago, 24 years ago, we're in a society where this is not a part of their norm.
What isn't a part of the norm?
To be traditional.
Right, yeah.
So she's being raised to be a part of a masculine world that is what the norm is now.
Right.
So a more traditional woman is probably going to be older, but unfortunately, she's been cut off because she's expired.
No, I would say more traditional women are going to be married.
It's traditional.
Right, because traditional women get married before the age of 25, typically.
Perhaps.
Yeah, so I would say, no, the older women that are still single, like they have a term for it, it's called leftover. In China, they call women over, and I think it's over the age of 30 or maybe even 27, 28, and they just call them leftover. Because like, if the product's amazing, wouldn't someone have bought it?
Notice there's in the language you're using as well, it's like, it's always what does she deserve? It's not what has she earned. It's this. That's what I'm saying about the entitlement, right?
That's what
because women are.
means.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm just elaborating, right? It's not. We're not teaching young women like, oh, you need to earn your Prince Charming. You need to earn a good man, a good husband.
Just be given.
You should just be given. You're entitled to it, and it should just come to you one day,
and that's the
magically
narrative.
from the sky, without you actually like sitting down and saying, you know what, here's when I want to get married by. And I'm going to put it at a reasonable age because I know that it's a competition, because everything's a competition in life, right? And so I'm going to take my dating decisions a lot more seriously, right, than most women tend to do at a younger age.
Okay, so wait, would you go ahead?
I'm just wondering what a woman at 24 has done to earn a good man, because at that point in life, you probably haven't had a secure career.
You're still young.
You haven't
still
stacked
young.
up that expectation.
I don't care about a career. Don't care.
Okay.
I make more than enough for.
So you aren't looking for necessarily a partner. You're more so looking for
a wife.
A wife.
She the partner. It's complementary, right? I don't need another me.
Yeah.
I don't need someone to replicate what I'm doing and not as good as I do it either.
Yeah.
Like, I make more than enough money for both of us.
What's
I
the
want
role?
a woman who's going to be feminine, who wants to be a mother, who's going to provide that
You look
nurturing
after-
energy.
You look after her.
Right. and yeah, someone to look after my kids, someone to look after me, like
Yeah.
in the aspect that she can, and it's my job to keep us all alive.
Yeah.
And be the man.
Yeah.
We've got different
And-
roles, complementary.
And you asked what value a girl at 24 brings. I mean, typically they're thinner, typically they're more pure, typically they're more youthful, typically they have less baggage.
Mhm.
So I would say like those are the things that men select for.
Okay.
But-
It
24 brings. I mean, typically they're thinner, typically they're more pure, typically they're more youthful, typically they have less baggage.
Mhm.
So I would say like those are the things that men select for.
Okay.
But-
It just sounds like we're comparing.
After me, and
For
a wife.
Oh, I.
She
Yeah.
I don't need another me.
Yeah.
I don't need someone to replicate what I'm doing
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
as good as I do it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I make more than enough money for both
So
of us.
what's the
I want
role of-
a woman who's going to be feminine, who wants
Yeah.
to be a mother, who's
Yeah.
going to provide that
You look
nurturing
after-
energy.
You look
Yeah.
after her.
Right. And yeah, someone to look after my kids, someone to look after me, like
Yeah.
in the aspect that she can, and it's my job to keep us all alive.
Yeah.
And be the man.
Yeah.
We've got different
And-
roles, complementary.
And you asked what value a girl at 24 brings. I mean, typically they're thinner, typically they're more pure, typically they're more youthful, typically they have less baggage.
Mhm.
So I would say like those are the things that men select for.
Okay.
But-
It just sounds like we're comparing tools or pieces, not women with, you know.
But sorry, to cut. Are we looking at also what your foundation is? So a lot of people, maybe some religious or
Mhm.
something like that,